Hey guys, so let us take a look at text in HTML. Okay, so when creating a web page, you add tags which are known as markup to the content of the page, and these tags provide extra meaning, and allow browsers to show users the appropriate structure for the page. Okay, so in this we are going to focus on how to add markup to the text that appears on your pages, and you will learn about structural markup, the elements that you can use to describe both headings and paragraphs. Okay, so and even the semantic markup, which provides extra information such as where emphasis is pressed in a sentence, that something you have written is a quotation. Okay, or if someone has said it, okay, so if you want something to show that it is in quotation, okay, and the meaning of acronyms and many others. Okay, so let us take a look at how to use headings in your HTML document or in your page. Okay, so in order to create an heading, we use the h1 element. Okay, this one, like this h1. Okay, that's this one h1, that one, we use the h1 element or tags. Okay, so this one it has 6 levels of headings. Okay, there are 6 levels. Okay, and h1 here is used for main headings, and h2 is used for subheadings, and if there are further sections under the subheadings, then h3 element is used, and so on. Okay, up to h6. Okay, so let us see. Let us see here. We have heading 1, like that. Heading 1. Let us go here. Let's just copy this one. Copy h2. This is heading 2. So we have h3. This one is heading 3. So we are going to see the difference here. First way, we're going to see the difference. This is h4 and h5. This is h5, heading 5. So this is h6. This one is h6. So like that. So when we try to save our file, so I think what we are getting heading 1. So this heading 1, this h1, it is like the main heading. Okay, it is the main heading, and h2 it is the subheading, and even h3 subheadings. Okay, like that. Okay, that is it. So browsers display the contents of headings at different sizes. Okay, the contents of an h1 element is the largest, and the contents of an h6 element is the smallest. The exact size at which each browser shows the headings can vary slightly. Okay, so users can also adjust the size of the text in their browsers. Okay, like this. You can adjust the size of the text in your browsers like this. You can adjust it like this, like that. Okay, like that. Yeah, okay, like that. And you will see how to control the size of the text and its color and the fonts used when we come to CSS. Okay, you will see that. Okay, so that's how we can use the headings. Okay, yeah, that's how we can use heading. So let us take a look at how we can use paragraphs. Okay, when using paragraphs or creating a paragraph, we surround the words that make up the paragraph with an open p tag and a closing p tag. Okay, so by default a browser will show each paragraph on a new line here with some space between it and any subsequent paragraphs. Okay, so let us create a paragraph, some 2 paragraphs here. So let us delete these headings. So we use the p tag, open, and then the closing p tag. Then inside, it's where we put our paragraph, our text. So this is the information. you to know. This is the information that I want you to know. So let us create another paragraph. So let us just copy this one and we paste it down, and then we create another p tag, then we write the row name. So like that, yeah? Like that, yeah? So if we save, I see what we are getting. So we get first paragraph, this is the first paragraph, then some space, then next paragraph, then some space, then another paragraph. Okay, so this is another paragraph. I think so. Between these words, between these lines, they are the gaps are not too. They are not large. They are not larger than these ones. So these ones are larger between paragraphs. So that's it. That's it. As you can see, that's it. Those are 3 paragraphs. Okay, so let us take a look at how we can bold and italize our text. Okay, so to bold we use the B tag, that B tag. So let me show you here. Let us remain with only one, only one like this, only one. So if we try to bold it, remember I said we use the B, that B tag like this, this one. So inside these ones, it's where we put the word that we want to bold, the sentence that we want to bold or word. Yeah. So let us copy, let us paste it there in between, and we save. So if we save, I think our paragraph it is now bolded. Okay, it is now in bold. Okay, so we can also even put these paragraphs inside here, what we call nesting. So P like that, then we put our, so these ones can also be outside. Okay, they can also be outside the paragraph. So if we save like that, so now they are outside our paragraph. Okay, even this one can work. Okay, okay, let me show you. Even this one can also work. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So even this one, I think there is no difference. It is even working. It is also working. Okay, so in order to utilize our text, we use I, like yeah, I, yeah, we use I. So let us utilize our text. So let us copy all of these ones. So we want to utilize I, we use I. So inside it is where we put our bolded paragraph. Okay, so let us save. If we save, I think our paragraph is now bolded, and it is also in italic form. Okay, so that's how we can use we can italize our text. So let us see how we can use subscript and superscript. Okay, so to use subscript, like for example, we can have down here, we can have our paragraph like this. This is water, H2O, like this, H2O, like this. So how can we make this one a subscript? Okay, so we call it a super. So how can we make this one a superscript? Yeah, this one. So to make it a superscript, these two, no, we should make it a subscript. We should make it subscript. Yeah. How can we make this two a subscript? Okay. So to make it, we surround it with sub tag. Okay, like this. We use sub tag like this. Then this all must be there. Then 2 here, 2 there. So if we press save, I think we are now getting a subscript. This one too, it is now the subscript. Okay, so to make it a superscript, to make this one a superscript, so for example, we might have like this paragraph, like E equals to MC squared. Yeah, E equals to MC squared, like paragraph here, E equals to MC squared. So to make this one squared, which is a superscript, we surround it with a soup. So let me show you, soup, then 2 here. So if we try to save, are you seeing what we are getting? We are getting this one. So that's how we can use superscript and subscript. Okay, and if you want to use white spaces, like so here, if we want to put some space like this is the information, we can just put like that, and we save. No. Forgive me. That's not how we can do it. So let me first show you. Let me first show you something. So let me first remember. So let me show you. So if you want to put white spaces, we can use the pre. We can also use the pre, like this one, like this one, pre element, like pre, this one, pre. Then we put some white space like that. And if we save, I think we get a pre, then some space, some big space there. And also you can even change this one like this. Instead of a paragraph, you can put, instead of this paragraph, you can put pre here. Then pre, you make this paragraph to be this pre. Then if we save, I think what we are getting. So we are getting some empty space. So this one, it will make the text to appear as it is in the code. Okay, so it will make it to appear as it is. Okay, so here there are some spaces. So let us remove this space like this. So I think, and when we remove it again, I think when we move it to the line, so it will appear like that. So then you can apply other designs. So if I want to separate this one like that, I see we are now getting this white space. Okay, so that's how we can use white spaces. So we can also use the break. We can also break this paragraph. Okay, this piece of text, and in order to break it, we use the break. This one we use the break. Then here we separate. We use the /. Okay, so to break. So if we do that, I think after information, we have used this one, the BR tag. Then we have this for this information that I want you to know. This one, it has been put onto the next line. So we have broken the line. Okay, we have broken the line. Okay, so that's how we can do it. Yeah, that's how we can do it. We can also use so you have seen how to use the BR tag. You can also use the HR tag. So this one, it doesn't have a closing tag. This one, as you have seen, we also have another one which is HR. Right? It also doesn't have a closing tag. So let us see how we can use it. So let us delete this one and we create a new paragraph. This is the first, then we create another paragraph, this is the second, like that. Then after that, let us use the HR. So HR like this, HR, right? So this one, it is used to put like a line. Yeah, let us close it like that. It is used to put like a line, horizontal rule, like a ruler. A line. So I think here we have this one. It is there in between these two paragraphs. This is the first and this is the second. So in between these two, okay, these two, there is HR. Okay, so this one you can create. You can use it where necessary. If you want to put some designs, okay, you can use it. Okay, so let us now to take a look at what we call semantic makeup. We have been looking at structure makeup. So let us look at semantic makeup. There are some text elements that are not intended to affect the structure of your web page, but they do add the extra information to the pages, and these ones are known as semantic makeups. So browsers often display the contents of these elements in a different way. Yeah, for example, the content of the em tag, em element, is shown in italics, and the block weight, there is another one which is called the block weight. Yeah, is usually indented. Okay, you know what we call indentation. Yeah? The reason of using these elements is that other programs such as screen readers or search engines can use these extra informations. For example, the voice of a screen reader may add emphasis to the words inside the EM elements. Yeah? Or a search engine might register that your page features a quote. Okay, features a quote, and if you use the block weight element, okay. So let us take a look at some of these elements. For example, we have the strong and emphasis. Okay, so how to use the strong? So strong, the use of the strong, which is this one, strong, like this, strong. The use of this one, the use of the strong element indicates that its content has a strong importance. For example, the words contained in this element might be said with a strong emphasis. By default, browsers will show the contents of a strong element in bold. Okay, for example, Mr. Rashid, like that. Are you seeing it is showing it in bold? Okay, so also there is also emphasis, emph. Okay, emph, like that. That m, yeah? The m element indicates emphasis that subtly changes the meaning of the sentence. Yeah? By default, browsers will show the contents of an m element in italic. Yeah? For example, we have Mr. Omar. If we save, I see Mr. Omar, okay, without breaking the line, okay. So Mr. Omar. So we have also another one which is called the block weight, okay, the block weight. So let us take a look at how we can use the block weight. So the block weight, as we have seen, so let us have block weight. So that one, the block weight. So let us put some paragraph inside, one paragraph. So the block weight element is used for longer quotes that take up an entire paragraph. Okay, so let us use this paragraph. This is the most efficient program. Okay, like that. And if we try to save, I think we have something like of this kind, block weight. So this is what this is the effect of the block weight. This is what the block weight does. Okay, so let us look at what we call the queue. So before we go to the queue, browsers tend to indent the contents of the block weight elements. However, you should not use this element just to indent a piece of text. Rather, you should achieve this effect using CSS. Okay, you should use CSS instead of using this one. Okay, so let us take a look at the queue element. This one, the queue, that one. This queue element is used for shorter quotes that sit within a paragraph. Okay, so browsers are supposed to put quotes around the queue elements. Okay, however, Internet Explorer does not. Therefore, many people avoid using the queue element. Okay, so Internet Explorer does not. This is the use of queue tag, queue element. Okay, like that. So this one puts it inside the quotes. Okay, but Internet Explorer does not. You can test it. Okay, so another one is the abri or abbreviation. Okay, abbreviations and acronyms. So let us look at abri tag. Abri tag, it is like this. This abri. Okay, so this abri tag, if you use an abbreviation or an acronym, then the abri element can be used. A title attribute. This title attribute on the opening tag is used to specify the full term. Okay, so for example, we can have like miq like that. Then here, no, let us have here miq. Then here we can have this title. You remember it specifies the full meaning. So Masters of Intelligent Quotient. Okay, Masters of Intelligent Quotient. If we save, are we seeing we have now MIQ? But if we hover over it here, I see we get the full meaning. Okay, Masters of Intelligence Conscience. Okay, so that's how we can use abbrev for abbreviation. Yeah. Okay, so there is also another one which is called the site. Okay, let us take a look at site and we see what it does. The site attribute. So when you are referencing a piece of work such as a book, film, or a research paper, yeah, the cite element can be used there to indicate where the citation is from. Okay, so let us take a look at the cite. So for example, we have a paragraph here, so let us have like brief history, then we put a name, yeah, by Stephen, like Stephen Hawking. Brief history about something, about or we put about a brief history about time. Okay, but then if we do this, we get our paragraph there. But we let us use like a site. Okay, and we see where this information was got from. So let us use site like that, then we put our piece of information, this one about time, then we remove it, then we put there, then we save. So I think it is like it has been put but in italic format. Okay, I think brief history about time by Stephen Hawking. So that's how we can use site. There's also another one which is called the diff. Okay, diff. Let us see how we can use the diff. So the diff, we can use it by just defining it like this. So we have here a paragraph, and then here we can have the black hole history, black hole history. So to use the diff, which is DFN, yeah, DFN element, yeah, the first time you explain some new terminology, yeah, perhaps an academic concept or some jargon, yeah, in a document, yeah, it is known as the defining instance of it. Okay, so the diff element is used to indicate the defining instance of a new term, and some browsers show the contents of a different elements in italics. Okay, but Safari and Chrome do not change its appearance. Okay, so let us see how we can use it. So here we can have here like a DFN like that, DFN, then we put black hole, then we put black hole inside here, put it there, and if we save, I see we get this one. It is being put in italic. Okay, the black hole history. Okay, so that's it. And even there is also another one, which is address. So address, this one, the address tag, the address element, yeah, has a quite specific use, to contain contact details for the author of the page, and it can contain a physical address, but it does not have to. Yeah. For example, it may also contain a phone number or email address. Okay, so let us see how we can use it. Yeah? But remember that browsers often display the content of the address element in italic, and you may also be interested in something called the HCAD, yeah? Microformat for adding physical addresses information to your makeup. Yeah? You will see that, yeah? But let us not look at that. Okay, so let us look at how we can use address. So address like that, address. Then inside we put some information. So for example, we can put like a link, or we can put, so let me put one paragraph. Then inside the paragraph we can put certain links. For example, we can put Uganda, like East Africa, East Africa, East Africa, East Africa, Kenya, like that. East Africa, Kenya. Then inside here, let us put like a ref, like email, like mail to. Then inside we put blah 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 at gmail.com, like that. Then after there we can write something here, like we can put the email here, this email, copy it, paste it there, save, and when we save we get something of this kind. So this email and even this address, this physical address. Okay, so that's how we can use the address tag. Okay, so that's how we can use, you can use those ones, we can use those ones. So in summary, what we have looked at is we have seen that HTML elements are used to describe the structure of the page. For example, headings, subheadings, paragraphs, and so many. And they also provide semantic information. For example, where the emphasis should be placed, the definition of any acronyms used when given text is a quotation. Okay, so that's it. That's how we can use text in HTML. Okay.